Hey everyone, welcome to my first impressions of Stargate Timekeepers. It is a top-down stealth strategy game. I kind of relate it to Splinter Cell Blacklist a little bit because there is a tactical move and pause element to it. You can also throw people or Jaffa off cliffs, tie them up, and kind of just have a good time with it. I enjoy a lot of the gameplay. It's something that truly appeals to me. I have the music currently muted. It's going to come with 7 episodes when it initially launches, and then another 7 later on. So the episodes are fairly long. The first mission takes around 40 minutes for you to play through, and the second mission is a bit longer. I'm around halfway through it. So if we wanted to click on, let's say, select episodes over here, you can see that we've completed the first one, and we are well on our way through the second one. You do not play with the same characters the whole time. You play with 2 different ones, so Max, Eva, and then also one of the Jaffa Warriors. I'm not super duper familiar with the Stargate series, but I have watched some of it. It can be fun. Overall, it's a good game to kind of immerse yourself in. So if we were to click on this, they really up the graphics. They've kind of added some cool little abilities. So let's check out our saved game real quick, and we will go from there. So let's load this up. Let's load our most recent quick save 3. And this way we can kind of get like, it's not going to be like the first level. I believe a lot of people have seen Battle for Antarctica quite a bit. I kind of want to show people a different aspect and a different angle of the game because it's just kind of a snowy white backdrop, and it just introduces you to a lot of the mechanics. Whereas this is kind of the same. Here we have several people already bound. We actually have several Jaffa right here knocked out or eliminated. And then you can actually use some of these trees and bushes for hiding. So here's our 2 characters. If we zoom in real close, they're currently crouching. And we can kind of walk around. This is kind of just where we kind of randomly want to go. We can hide in the bushes right here. If we double click, they'll run. And we can kind of use that for cover. And if you saw those white circles right there, that's how they emit sound. And that's kind of how the Jaffa spot you. So we have several directions. We can kind of go over on this right-hand flank and attempt to eliminate some of these Jaffa over here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4... all together. That's actually a new character. I'm not quite sure how we would take him on. And then there's all these little question marks littered around the map. So if we were to click on one, we could actually see kind of what it wants us to do next. So stun grenades. It's interesting because I used a stun grenade on that mission to kind of eliminate all of them. So it does look like we can go 2 different directions. We can come up here, or we can and kind of navigate this way. So we have a bit of an open path to go through. I'm not exactly sure which direction to approach this from. Take the rightward path and raise the bridge for the convoy, open the hidden path, or take the leftward path and climb the giant tree and open the passage. So we're going to take the rightward because we've already, we're going to raise the bridge. So let's just come around this corner and kind of get into some combat, see if we can mix it up a little bit. And really try and think about tactically how we would approach this situation right here. Because we do have some difficult opponents or hostiles to deal with. As you see, they do have that standard, this is where I see you from, this is where I don't see you from. And let's just see what we can do with this guy. So once we're in position, we're going to click on this question mark right here. We'll grab one of our characters, we'll grab Eva, and we'll right click and we'll see kind of how it wants us to approach the situation. Right, tactical binoculars. I guess to analyze the target, making them vulnerable to physical stun attacks. So 6. So I guess we kind of just scope this guy out and we can see what he's weak against. So let's just approach from this angle. We just click on him, get a good look, and then we kind of walk up to him and just give him a good old punch in the face. Dropping him, and then of course, you know, like most Splinter Cell games, we're going to tie them all up, pick them up, and then we actually just kind of throw them in these bushes. You know, get rid of him. We don't really want him around us. We don't want him getting discovered, and I think that's like a really fun aspect of the game. Overall, for $30, I do think you get a lot for your money. I mean, 14 episodes, 7 right now. They're fairly long. A lot of decent content, some cool mechanics. Compared to the other, like, it's also a new approach. I mean, this one feels more strategy focused. I know there's like a lot of strategy tactics games on the market, but I really enjoy this one. So here we have this guy right here. We have several ways we can kind of approach this situation. this guy, it's going to be a little bit challenging because we're not going to be able to get into that position very well. But we can quick save it. We can kind of create a bit of a ruckus over here. We cross right here. And the voice acting is actually really, really good. The graphics are decent. They put a lot of work into the graphics, if I'm going to be honest, at least into the actual cutscene graphics. So what we can do is we can drop this. It's going to physically distract people, but it's going to be a bit tricky. So there's actually a tactical pause. It's kind of a bit wonky to figure out how we're going to approach this. I wonder, we don't have line of sight on him quite yet. I'd really like for this guy to kind of just get perpetually look away from us for a long time. And then I would like for this unit to drop this so we can kind of come in here and spear kick these people. So let's synchronize and execute. All right, so let's tactical pause real quick. I'm still not super used to the... I want this lady, honestly, to be like ready to punch this person. Because when they turn around, I want to be ready to engage them. Instead of alerting that guy who's also looking that right direction. So do we run over here? And then let's hit execute. We're going to hit tactical pause. Let's grab this lady, get like a quick little analysis on this dude, and drop this guy. So let's go execute. Let's go tactical pause again. And then we're going to execute that guy. And then we're going to start tying these people up. So let's go. All right, tactical pause again. Obviously, like one of the more messy ways to execute this, but it just goes to show that you can kind of approach each situation relatively uniquely. So we're just going to go tactical pause again, and I really want to punch this dude in the face once more, but I can't quite do it yet. And we're just going to keep going. I guess I had to sit here and wait for him to get upset at me. That's kind of silly, but it's fun. Oh, why aren't you doing this? Oh, that's like by far one of like the least efficient ways to like, you know, handle your business. But whatever. It's fun. Like we can kind of tactical pause it. The T for the tactical pause is a bit weird to me. I always mess it up, as you saw several times. And it's just fun. It's just a new unique game. It adds a lot to the series. It's also like a fun little IP. So you get to kind of explore the Stargate world, and I think that's one of the bigger benefits of the game, is that you can always kind of have just a good time. I feel like that's a bit out of sync right there because it tells you to kind of scout them physically before engaging them. And then we can actually work our way across. I wonder... Oh, I don't really understand why we would do that at this moment in time. So it looks like he's coming around that corner. I guess that like opens that up, but I don't know why we would sneak through this and around unless we were to come up here and go this way, but we can't conduct this water crossing yet because everyone's kind of looking at us. So do we split our two forces up and attempt to approach this in a weird manner? So if she goes this way, right? Well, she has the grappling hook. I just want to see what this is about. I don't know what this does. Right here, I don't know what this does. So he needs to leave. Once he leaves, we'll throw a shell casing behind these guys. And maybe they turn around. I truly don't know what the purpose of that was. So there's no way across right here. I guess we kind of just get up here and we can actually use our lightning thing and kind of do a spin kick and take these people out. So maybe that's what we're going to try. Oh, we can't throw it that far though. That's kind of funny though. Why don't we just throw this down here? And then we just have a bit of fun. We tie this guy up. He gets bound. She picks up her little contraption. And then she picks up this corpse. And she goes back into the woods. So these guys, they stop just short of that bush. So basically, we would move this lady into the woods this way, if I'm thinking how I'm going to approach this. And then we would throw her little glowy orb and kind of hope these guys look the wrong direction. So what if we do this? Like they both come over here and they kind of investigate this. And then we kind of do a little spin maneuver on them. I don't know what that was about. But that's just a real brief introduction to this game. That's all. Let's pick up these bodies and we'll go from there. Throw them into the woods. Throw this guy into the woods as well. And then we just continue around this corner, right? This would be our next stop. This guy's kind of investigating this general area. So we would go into these bushes, do a little combat, and try and drop this bridge for ourselves. And then basically we cleared this whole entire area. And there's just like a bit more. And just slowly but surely we work our way through this area and kind of have a good time. So it's a lot of fun. I think it's really unique. I know a lot of people would agree or hopefully agree with that, or just kind of think about it like in a fun little direction, that it's a fun way to engage with a new IP. It looks like we can actually go up right there. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know that was going to be right there. So that looks like a new little mechanic. We can climb up here and maybe go around and kind of engage in some combat over here, because this looks like it would be really tense to get through. So really fun, really interesting. Definitely worth your time. I'd say it's worth $30. I think you should check it out. So yeah, I mean, should you buy it if you enjoy Stargate? Absolutely. If you enjoy stealth strategy games, you should pick it up. You're gonna have a good time with this game. 7 episodes, lots of content to play through. Yeah, peace out, guys. That's all. Watch the streams.